Hello everyone, my name is Elle and welcome to my channel. Today I have something for you that I haven't done in a very long time, and that is a favorites video. It has literally been years since I've done one. So I chose my top 10 favorite beauty products from the last month, and I'm really excited to share them with you guys. So my first favorite is my Burgundy x9 palette from MAC. This is my Pan That palette this year, and that is how much I've been enjoying using it, is that this is one of my current favorite things. So this is what my palette looks like right now. This palette has really helped me rediscover my love for MAC shadows and why I love them. They are so easy to work with. They're the kind of shadows that when you swatch them on the back of your hand, they really don't look very impressive, but you can do so much with them on your eye because they just blend so easily. They work well together. They're just incredibly easy to work with. So it's been an absolute delight working with these shadows, and I've really been wanting to incorporate more of my MAC shadows, and I've been playing with them a little bit more just whenever I can because I really love the consistency of all of them. My favorite finishes like in this palette have to be the Volux Pearl and the Satin, especially. Satin eyeshadows in the crease like this one in Poppy Seed is just stunning. I like the satin finish a little bit more than the matte because it's just not flat. And the Volux Pearl, like with Star Violet and Antiqued, gives such a really cool finish to the shadow and to your eye look. And they're really easy, quick. You know, you just need a couple of shadows. You could really even do a full look with like just one shadow like Antiqued. Really easy to blend all together. Like they're just such good shadows. So again, if you want to see a little bit more about this, if you want to see some swatches, hear a little bit more about my thoughts on this, please check out my Pan That palette updates. The next product is also a palette. This is my Modern Renaissance palette. This is a palette that everybody loves. This is currently in my Project Pan Porn. So yes, this is another project item. This is what my palette looks like right now. You can see I've hit pan on a few of these shades, just like with the Burgundy x9. I've been enjoying using this more as well, just because the shadows are so pigmented. They're not as easy to work with as MAC shadows. In terms of MAC is really low maintenance. You don't get a lot of fallout or anything like you do with these shadows. I definitely experience a lot more fallout with these shadows than like with MAC. But the colors are so beautiful, like Venetian Red and Love Letter. Like those really rich colors are so beautiful on the lid. And you can do a variety of looks with a palette like this. Is what I like, is that you can do something very simple and neutral, but you can do something more dramatic. You can go a little bit grungy. You can go so many different directions with this palette. So I really appreciate it. I think it's really versatile, and I've loved working on this within my Project Pan Porn because it gives me so many options. I don't like to keep referring people to other videos, but I just will say if you wanted to hear more of my thoughts, you could check out my latest Project Pan Porn update. The next product I've been loving is this guy from Becca. This is the Under Eye Corrector. Oh my goodness, is this stuff ever magical. It really just erases my under eye circles. It's crazy voodoo magic. I just recently repurchased this as well. I use this every single time I do makeup because it just gets rid of that darkness underneath my eyes. I just really work it into my under eye area and then cover it with foundation and extra concealer if necessary, but often at times I don't need to use concealer if I'm using this under eye corrector. So that's a huge win. I just can't get over how much I love this product because it's made such a huge difference in my routine and the way that my face looks, and it just helps me not look so tired all the time. My next favorite is an oldie but a goodie. This is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I am in the shade 0.5. I love this foundation. For those of you who have been here since the beginning, you will know that when they released this foundation, I fell in love with it, and this is my 4th or 5th bottle. I always have this foundation. This is one that when I run out of, I will definitely purchase again. This is my go-to filming foundation because it's a perfect color match. It's really lightweight, but it's buildable, so I can build it up if I really need to, but oftentimes I don't. It just covers everything I need it to cover, and you can do what you want with it. You can mattify it a little bit with some powder, or you can add some more luminosity to it. I've mixed liquid highlighters and that kind of stuff in with this foundation as well. It just works really well with everything. So this guy is definitely a staple. I believe my last favorites video probably had this in it as well. That's just how long it's been that I've loved this foundation. I have a blush that I wanted to talk about. This is from Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Blush. This is in Plum Rose. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's a very plummy blush. This blush, these butter blushes from Physicians Formula, got some pretty negative reviews, and I'm glad I ignored them because this is a beautiful blush for my skin tone. It does not have a whole lot of pigment. Some people, that was the big complaint, is that it wasn't really showing up on skin tones, and I can absolutely see how that's a valid criticism of it. It just does not have that kind of pigment, but because I am fair and cool toned, this is a really flattering color, and I don't need a whole lot of pigment to show up on my skin. I find that this is really easy to work with. It smells amazing. It's got that same scent as the butter bronzer, that like pina colada, very summertime vacation scent. But it's not the scent that I like about the product. It is the product itself. I just find that it's such a flattering, cooler blush with just enough pigment that I need. The next product I have here is from Milani, and this is Beauty's Touch Illuminating Face Powder. So it's beautiful. But I don't use this as a highlighter. I don't use this as a bronzer. I swirl it all together and use it as a blush. I've been using this a lot in my videos recently because it's illuminating. It's just a very nice luminous pink. And it just looks so healthy. You don't really see like glitter or sparkles or anything in it. It just looks very illuminating. So it's perfectly named as an illuminating face powder. It's just, for me, it's staying at the blush area. I just can't imagine trying to use this as a bronzer because it's too pink, and as a highlight it's too dark. But as a blush, it's perfect, and I've been just really gravitating a lot towards this recently just because it just adds that little bit of extra life and glow to my skin. And I've been adding so much glow to my skin because I've been just highlighter crazy. And speaking of highlighters, this is the Becca Prismatic Amethyst highlighter, and I'm obsessed with this highlighter. I've worn this so much. You will often see it appear on my cheeks when I'm filming because it's such a beautiful, cool toned highlight. And it's lavender, but it's not, I don't find it to be too dramatic. Like, some people think it's too much of a weird kind of highlight, but I don't really view it as being too weird. For me, this is very wearable. Now, I am a unique creature, and my definition of wearable is a lot different than other people's, but for me, this is very wearable. And you can really amp it up by layering something underneath it, like a cream highlight. Sometimes I will layer Over the Moon from ColourPop, or like the Milk Makeup holographic stick underneath. Cream highlighters like that kind of really bring out more of the uniqueness in it and make it stand out more, but on its own, I just think it's that beautiful light lavender. I am wearing it as my face highlight today, and I just can't get enough of it. And I often get compliments when I wear this, even in person. I've been at like grocery stores wearing this highlight, and people have stopped me and asked what it is. So this is one of my favorite products ever. The next thing that I've been loving is the KVD Alchemist palette. That should come as no surprise to anyone. I think I wear this in almost all of my videos. I love all 4 of these shades, but specifically Ultraviolet, the Amethyst shade. There's actually like a really big dip in this one because I've been using it so much. I will use it everywhere. I will use it as a brow bone highlight, inner corner highlight. I will use it all over my lid. I use it as a face highlight. I use it as a lip topper. I use it all over. All these different shades. I will combine them together. I will use one. I will use 2. You know, I'll layer them. They're amazing. This is one of my favorite palettes ever because I can use it in so many different ways, and I'm really thankful I have this, and I reach for it a lot. 2 more things. The Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. I do have a little bit of that going on, of course, because it's glitter. I love this because it's gold glitter and it's suspended in that base so that it dries really easily, and it's like no fuss glitter. So unlike having to deal with like mix-ins and loose glitter and getting glitter everywhere and waiting for this stuff to dry, this stuff is so wonderful. It's really good that you can use anywhere. You could put it all over your lid if you wanted to, but you can also just use it as a little bit of an accent. And I've done that. Sometimes just a little bit on the lower lash line, sometimes the entire lash line, sometimes a little bit on the lid or the outer portion if if you want to add drama to just the wing of your eyeliner. There's a lot of things you can do with this, and I've really loved this specific color because I find that I've been gravitating a lot more towards golds. And the last of my March favorites are false eyelashes. These are from the brand Koko Lashes. I'm not talking about this specific pair because I haven't worn these yet. This is the pair Goddess, but I'm talking about the two pairs that I have worn. What I'm wearing right now, which is the style Marilyn, and the Queen Bee lashes. You guys have probably heard of Queen Bee lashes if you follow any of the big beauty gurus, because a lot of them wear Queen Bees. I love the Queen Bees because they're really wispy and they're long lashes, and I love the Marilyn ones that I'm wearing because they're so full and thick and have that wonderful winged effect, and it really does sort of mimic Marilyn Monroe's eyelashes. So it's just a really fun style. They're very comfortable to wear. At first they weren't. The band was a little uncomfortable, but after a couple of uses they really started to get worn in a bit, so they just became like molded to my eye shape and became so much easier to apply, and they're so comfortable. It's like I don't even know that they're there. So I love these lashes a lot. I definitely want to buy more. I can't wait to try out these other styles. I've just been using the Queen Bees and the Marilyn style a lot. I think I've worn these maybe 4 or 5 times, and the Queen Bees probably just as many times. When I find a style that I like, I just wear them to the ground. Anyway, that is everything for my March favorites. Let me know if you guys liked this style of video where I just rave non-stop about products that I love. If you guys like this and enjoyed watching it, just do let me know, and I can make this a consistent thing. If you guys would be interested, I can do this every month. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to let me know what products you loved as well over this last month. I'm really interested to hear what kind of things really were working for you, what kind of things you were really drawn to. So make sure you do let me know. Thank you guys once again, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.